You Muslims colonize many countries and you impose Islam and a god from Arabia on those countries that you went. Allah was not known in Africa. It was known only in Arabia because Arabic language, right? The Jews never mention Allah in all their books. The best you can get close to is Elaha, which is not the same anyway. So the name Allah is not known by any of the previous prophets. It's a new name, and according to the Torah, we don't need to follow a God that is not known by our forefathers. Now, for you to say we Africans worship a white man, it shows you are ignorant. Why I'm saying you are ignorant, respectfully, is because Jesus is not from Europe. He's from Israel. They are not white people. The fact that some idiots make a picture of a white man and they bow to is against the Bible. So you don't call them Christians and you don't impose that on me. You don't know me from anywhere and you say I'm worshiping a white man. That's where I said I was offended and I need you to apologize.
Okay, you finish?
Yes.
Okay. Now here that's another problem, because here you don't either you don't know the terms Allahu in Aramaic. Did you speak Aramaic? You will say yes. The language in Aramaic, Allahu, it is used term for God. They say Allahu in Aramaic language. You understand? So that's for you to search and to find out, to know that term was used. As well, you said Elohim, the same thing, means my God here, by the way, Elohim, which is again talking about God. So that term is not a new term being imposed. As well, you mentioned about Muslim. Now, does Muslim now colonizing any nation? For example, where are you from, brother? Somalia. Did you choose to be Muslim, or is someone putting your head to become a Muslim? So why you are Muslim, my brother? Is it by conviction? Because you accept Islam, because you know Islam. Even though you are here in the UK, you are able to choose your faith, but yet you choose to be Muslim. Am I right? So they are not being colonized. They accepted the faith willingly. So that's the duty of us as Muslims. So it's not an Arabian thing. Islam accommodates everyone. When you go to the mosques, we don't have mosques for black and mosques for white. We have mosques for everyone. Everyone, black, white, Chinese, all of us, we stand in one row. You know who's the Imam? Is the one who knows mostly the Quran. And most of the Imams in the UK, do you know where they are from? From his country, Somalis. Why? Because the most one, mashallah, this is the most country that has the most population of the people who memorize the Quran from the cover to cover. That's how it is in Islam. Islam honors people based on their knowledge. Okay. You understand? Hopefully that answer.
Now, before I go further, what is the meaning of Ilah?
God.
And what is the meaning of Allah?
The one God.
Okay. So when we say God in Hebrew, like you say, it's Elohim.
Yes.
Because that's a name for God in the Hebrew.
Yes.
Ilaha, like you try to allude as if
no, Allah, Elohim. I said Elohim.
No, in Aramaic. Ilaha. Okay. That one is not Allah. It's not the same. But I get what you're saying. Ilah in English, like God, in Arabic is Ilah. But the name Allah is not just God. It's the name of the God you serve.
No, means because the one God.
Hold on.
One God, yeah.
Every God has a name. Word God is nothing. It's generic. If you say the God, you said nothing. It's just babble. A name of a God. The Jews know the name of their God. It's not Allah. The name in the Old Testament is written in caps, Lord, capitals. But in the Hebrew language,
there's no capital.
No, the Lord capitals shows the name. No, I'm saying in the translation, I'm sorry, you are right. In the translation, they put caps, in Lord in caps. If you go to the actual word, the actual word is Yod He Vav He, is the letters. That is the name of the God they serve. So the word Elohim is generic. If you say the God, it doesn't even make sense. Okay, I worship the God. It can be a God of a tree, a God of a sea, the God of... It doesn't make sense. So Ilah and Allah in itself is a contradiction. Unless you say it is a proper name for your God. That's why I'm saying The Jews never knew any God known as Allah.
Now the question is to you, did Jesus knew the name?
Which name?
The name of God?
Yes.
Okay. If you go, by the way, and read, by the way, some Syrianic actually Bibles, which they try to bring it, they use Allah for you to know. It's for you to know. Which means Jesus has used that term, that Aramaic name, which Jesus didn't speak your language. Jesus speaks, or he spoke Aramaic and he spoke Hebrew. So, and the New Testament is actually should be written in Aramaic, which is there is no copy, a single copy of this in Aramaic language whatsoever.
All right.
The Old Testament, thanks to the Jews, by the way, not for you, not for the Christian, that they have preserved the the preservation of the Old Testament in Hebrew language. But the New Testament, it was later on preserved in Old Greek language, which is the first, patch that they found is nearly 100 and something years after this. It's one patch or two patches, and then later on they tried to compile it in the Greek language. The irony is, Jesus never speak Greek at all in his life. Never communicate to no one with the Greek. No one speak Greek. I don't know where the heck Greek came from.
Okay.
That's first. Now adding to this, so let's use the term which is used in Greek language. What language? What the Greek has used for God. You see, this is the problem. So that's why we were talking about the unique term of Allah. Yeah, in Arabic, and as well in old Aramaic language. Yeah, that means the one God. That's what it means. That is why the Christian, for you to know, that's the fallacy you don't know. The Christian in my country, which we have some Christian who are Arabs, and they use they have even Orthodox Christian. They use the term Allah. How we use it? They will use it exactly the term Allah as I'm saying it.
Because
so it's not imposed on them.